Hello and welcome to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. My name is Mason Fisher. For those of you watching right now, the JV game, the fourth quarter, just expired. We have a score of 50-50. So I wanted to stop, take this moment to let you know they are going to go into overtime here for the JV game, and we'll be back with you to broadcast shortly after. We've had having some internet issues, so hopefully we are here to stay for now. And like I said, I'm Mason Fisher, and we'll be back with you to join. It's 50-50. And we'll start overtime. Looks like it's going to be a 3-minute overtime. So I'll let you guys watch this and enjoy this.
Better is better, in the real world and online. At Kinetic, we're all about helping people internet better. With high-speed fiber internet, premier whole-home Wi-Fi setup, plans that fit your life, and down-to-earth people who make it all work seamlessly. Because when we help you internet better, we help you unlock your best. Kinetic, internet better.
Hello and welcome to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. I'm Mason Fisher. I'm joined here tonight by Mike Nevins. Mike, we've got an interesting matchup here tonight between the Sheridan Yellow Jackets and the Pine Bluff Zebras.
Yeah, Pine Bluff, the girls matchup. It's been a few years probably since Pine Bluff has been competitive with Sheridan. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Overall, against Pine Bluff, the Lady Jackets are 15-8, which is it's incredible. You know, we've got a 7-game leading on them right now. This current season, the Lady Jackets are 6-4. Pine Bluff Lady Zebras are 0-8. So odds are looking pretty good for the night for the ladies here tonight.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of an up and down season so far. Have played a few pretty good teams, and some of the scores reflected that. They struggled a little bit against a couple of the teams they've played so far, but then they've looked good. It looks like they've kind of turned a corner a little bit. The girls are starting to mesh. Some of them are starting to step up a little bit, and maybe it's a good start. Good start to the season.
You know,
a
lot of what me and you talked about at Camden Fairview was it's a new coach, it's a new style, it's a new everything. They got new teammates, they got new everything, and it just takes time. And as you said, I think that time is starting to click. Things are starting to mesh, and you can really see it down on the court. Whenever they went to the they played in like a jamboree tournament a couple weeks ago. They had lost a couple games. But then they turned around, and at the end of this jamboree, they beat the team that was beating everybody. Matter of fact, the team that won and got the championship, the Lady Jackets ended up beating them. It's almost like when they show up to play, it's going to be a phenomenal game and a phenomenal effort. You're going to see a phenomenal amount of effort come from these girls tonight, Mike, and I'm just excited to see as time goes on. This is going to be more consistent.
Yeah, so some of the changes you've seen since we were at Fairview, of course, Belle Smith got hurt. She's out for a little while. I don't know the exact timeline. I think it's her foot or her ankle. And in that turn, Coach Breakbill from the freshman team pulled up Sadie Starrett, so that she's new to the team and trying to fit in and get adjusted to the speed of the high school game. So.
Yeah, and she's done a phenomenal job so far this season. We can talk about a couple leaders real quick. Addison Hill is 45% from field goals in general. 45%, twos and threes. That's an incredible percentage to have. Addison Hill. Lily Reed's averaging about 14.9 points per game. She's leading the team in points. All of the team is averaging less than 3 fouls per game. No player is averaging over 3 fouls a game. So that's incredible. Lily Reed's averaging 20 steals, she has 20 steals on the season. Addison Hill also with 20 steals. Mary Lim with 15. So, very defensive team.
And with the lack of fouls, that means that they're doing a good job moving their feet, not reaching in and trying to get steals that way. They're actually moving their feet and getting in the way of the offensive ball handler and causing turnovers. 45% from the field for Addison Hill in girls basketball, that is magnificent. A lot of hers are layups. She's very active on the defensive end and turns it into layups. She hits the big threes when you need them here and there, and it looks really good. Of course, going into the season, you probably had to guess that Lily Reed was going to be the leading scorer, so that's not a real big surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Lily brings something unique to the team, and it's awesome to pay attention to it tonight. You're going to see it. The way she shoots the three ball, she has such a quick release. There's no time for somebody to come in and block it. So it's incredible.
That's right.
It's incredible that she has that opportunity and that she brings that to this team. The athleticism is here on this team. You know, Mary Lim, she's going to play college softball at Mississippi Christian College. And we got to recognize her for that a couple weeks ago on National Signing Day. Just super excited for Mary Lim and that opportunity, the athleticism from these girls. It's here. And you know what Ella Williamson has brought to this team.
And Ella, was maybe struggling a little bit early in the year to find her place and fit in and find the right mix with the girls. And probably about the time, I think the first time I saw her really step up and really look the part that you expect from her was up at Greenbrier. She looked really good. So, she's starting to come into her own, hit some big threes, handling the ball, handling the pressure. And then, Mary, ever since since Mary was in 4th grade, you knew she was going to be a really great athlete. So,
and here we go. Wilson and Williams were in the tip-off. Sheridan comes up with it, and now they're trying to get something set, wasting no time. Lily Reed drives and lays it in for 2. Nice little turnaround, putting it in for 2. Now McAfee's going to bring it down the court for the Zebras. Gets her offense set, going down to the corner, into the post. Mary Lim's there, forces the ball to come out, and that's going to cause a jump ball between Ella Williamson and Pine Bluff, number 10, Sanders.
So it'll be Pine Bluff ball. Sheridan did get the tip.
Pine Bluff from the baseline, trying to get it into the post. Lily Reed's there to knock it out of bounds. And then same thing now from the opposite side of the goal.
Timeout, and they're resetting they're going to have to get the shot clock probably back to about 17. It was 18 before, and a tip. There was no possession change. It didn't hit the rim, so it should be at 17 or 18 seconds.
So there it is. It's at 18. You can see it there at the top of your screen. Ball comes in. It was tipped by Sanders. Now back over to McAfee. Got to get an offensive set going. And ball was lost. Addison Hill comes up with it, gets a steal. And now Mary Lim throwing it across to Lily Reed, just barely out of her reach, going to be out of bounds. And back in the hands of the Zebras. Sheridan playing up tight now.
Trying to 3-1 full court press here.
And it works out as Mary Lim comes up with it. Nice pass there to Addison Hill on the backside. Addison lays it in for 2. 4-0 Sheridan. The pressure is working. It's getting to the Zebras as we move down the court. This time they were able to get down, but it wasn't for the lack of effort from the YellowJackets.
We tipped the ball twice and just couldn't quite come up with it.
Absolutely. And now they're driving, looking for their first points. Going to have a foul. I think this one's going to be on Mary Lim.
It was on Mary. She slapped down there, and about any time you slap down in lane, you're probably going to get a foul called on you. That should have been a jump ball.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was waiting on the jump ball call, and the ball ended up flying up above the rim anyway. Now Ella Williamson's got it, gets it over to Mary Lim. Mary Lim over to Addison Hill, back out to Lily Reed. Thought we were going to get to see that quick release. It's coming eventually. She will shoot. Mary Lim driving towards the center of the lane, over to Ella, looking for 3 and got it. 3 ball is good. And that makes it 7-0. Real quick, I'll go ahead and add in there. I know we don't have the scoreboard on there tonight. We have been fighting some internet connection issues. So I'm trying to keep as much stuff off the internet as possible, and our scoreboards run on the internet. So just bear with us. I'll do my best to update you. It's 7-2 right now. Jackets leading the way.
That was Quentin Adams driving the lane and hitting a little floater off the, wrong one. A Bullard there, number 15. She hit that little floater off the glass.
Mason Wilson about lost the ball right there. She's going to hang on to it. It's going to cause a jump ball. It'll stay with Sheridan. Going to give us a chance to set up an offense here. We're going to inbound from the sideline. Looks like Lily Reed's going to, nope, Mary Lim's going to pass the ball in. Gets it into Williamson. Trying to get an offensive set. Dribble handoff. Now all the way over to Mary Lim on the right-hand side. Gets it to Lily Reed. Deep three, no good. Offensive board is there. Ella Williamson, she's now trying for 3. Overshot. Good effort there by Addison Hill. Trying to get it back. Mary Lim almost had it. Now the Zebras got a chance on a fast break. 2v1, and they don't get the shot to fall. We got a foul call.
It's Pine Bluff, number 4.
I guess it was over the back.
Yeah, I think she just kind of
it was too late to be a shooting foul.
Really ran into Mary on the rebound.
Yeah. So anyway, now Williamson's going to bring it. Same kind of motion here. They do that dribble handoff on the left-hand side, get it to the center. Now we've got a foul on Addison Hill. Sanders was making sure she was drawing the contact the way she was throwing her elbows around. Just enough for the ref to see it.
She was about to get trapped. She had picked up her dribble and was about to get trapped by Mason and Addison.
You know, that's something you got to take advantage of, Mike, is whenever somebody picks up a dribble, especially on their end of the court, if you're pressing, you got to use that opportunity to set that trap and come in and steal the ball whenever they try and pass it.
Well, at that point, you're even trying to just hope that you get a 10-second call.
3 off the backboard for Bullard brings us 7-5. Lady Jackets leading by 2. Mary Lim over to Mason Wilson, now Addison Hill. She was looking for the post for Mary Lim on a cut. Now Lily Reed from 3. What a shot. You can see the form is wonderful. You can tell she's practiced that her whole life. Good. Ella Williamson just jumps right in front of the ball, comes up with the steal. Now she's on a fast break. 3 defenders, and now Addison Hill with a little jumper, going to be a little overshot. 10-5, Lady Jackets up. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first quarter.
Addison made a good move there, a good pump fake from 3 and took 1 dribble. She may have rushed it a little bit, but it was a good move to get there.
Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. That time going to stay with the Lady Zebras. 16 seconds left on the shot clock here.
Two new Pine Bluff girls in.
Now we've got McAfee with the ball. She gets it over to, that was McClatchy. Deep shot was thrown up off the backboard, no good. The rebound was grabbed, and now it creates a jump ball. Going to stay with the Zebras, no clear possession, and no rim hit. So the shot clock's going to stay at 5 seconds, which is going to benefit the Jackets. Jackets still getting tips. Shot was up, no good. And Lily Reed comes up with the rebound. That was a great way to change the possession arrow and still come up with the ball. I mean, after 5 seconds, that was the best time for a jump ball to happen. Addison Hill looking for 3 off the front of the rim. That was Mason Wilson fighting for the ball. It's going to be off of her and going to be Zebras basketball. Inbounding now is Ella Williamson from the baseline. Mary Lim over to Addison Hill. Addison Hill driving, floater, gonna get fouled on the shot, gonna have 2 free throws. Shot doesn't fall, but has a chance to make up.
If you're Addison Hill right now, you're just trying to get that ball to drop. You want to see one go through, and then it'll start rolling.
Absolutely, with a field goal percentage of 45%, you know they're gonna start falling here in just a minute.
I do believe Addison's playing a little bit under the weather today, so we'll see how her energy level holds up. She's usually, very, very important to the energy of this basketball team. She's always running, always hustling, so we'll see kind of what it does for her.
And there's one to fall for her, makes the score 11-5. Jackets up by 6. And Mason Wilson comes up with a quick steal. Ball was kind of just lobbed in the air, made it easy for her to grab. Now Lily Reed over to Ella Williamson. Williamson going back to the top of the key, gives it to Addison Hill.
Oh, what a reach.
She kind of missed the ball there a little bit. Now Lily Reed in and one. Foul's going to be on number 23, Beverly. Be her first foul of the game, and then in check Williams and Savage for Pine Bluff. And Sadie Sterrett's going to check in for Addison Hill. And Lily Reed's going to have a chance to make this conversion for 3. Shots up and good. Free throw falls. Pressure is coming. Trapped. Sadie Sterrett now playing on the ball. Staying with it, doing a nice job staying with it. Forces them just to throw the ball up. Now, fight for the rebound. Lily Reed fighting. Almost comes up with it just before she can. Jump ball's called. It's going to stay with the yellow. It's going to be Yellow Jacket basketball.
So Sadie Sterrett, the freshman, comes in. She's very athletic. If you know the family, the whole family's athletic. Peyton is senior on the football team this year. Got all state. Her older sister is all state in softball, volleyball.
This is a tremendous effort you're seeing by both teams. That was incredible. So they run in to smack the ball out, and Sheridan just chases it down and doesn't give up on it.
2 yellow jerseys on the floor. That's what you like to see. I almost don't know if Pine Bluff didn't kind of kick it a little bit as they were going after it one time.
I saw a drill that Coach Bregbill was doing with them in practice, and he would take the ball, him and Coach Phillips would roll the basketball down the court, and the girls would have to run and dive after it.
We call that the hustle drill.
It's toughness for sure.
Yep.
I mean, you are training them to be tough, and that's exactly what you have to do. And it's working, clearly. Ella Williamson now going to bring the ball down for the Lady Jackets. Long pass to Mary Lim, looking for 3 off the rim. Out of bounds on the Zebras. The Yellow Jacket basketball inbounding from the baseline. Sadie Starris there at the top of the key. We got Mason Wilson and Mary Lim at the elbows and Lily Reed in the post. Ella Williamson's going to inbound this one. Mary Lim coming out to the wing. Looking for Sadie Starr at top of the key. Over to Mason Wilson, left-hand side, driving. Nice pass on the bottom side to Lily Reed. Gets her own rebound, throws it back up, gets fouled. Foul's going to be on number 21, Mariah Savage.
Good strong move to the basket by Lily there. Good cut. Going up strong, drawing the foul. That's a very good move by her. Very strong.
And Lily Reed's going to have 2 free throws here. First one's up and good. Score is now 15-5. Now a 10-point gap. And second free throw is up, and it was off the rim. Minute 15 left to go in the first quarter here. McClatchy with the ball, left-hand side, passes back. She was out of bounds. Her foot was kind of stepped back behind the line whenever she caught that ball. Makes it easy for the Jackets.
Attributed to the pressure by Sadie. She put a lot of pressure on the ball there and kind of stretched them out. So
now the ball comes into Ella Williamson. She's going to bring it across the timeline for the Lady Jackets. Going right-hand side, dribble handoff to Mary Lim. Trying to change sides of the court. Mary Lim ends up coming back up with it, drives to the middle, passes it out to Sadie Starrett. Now Williamson driving, has room. Nice pass to Mason Wilson underneath. Creates 2 more. Zebras having some miscommunications there at the baseline. Who's supposed to pass in the ball? Nonetheless, they get it down. That's McAfee with the ball now. Gets it to Frazier. Frazier top of the key, dribble handoff to McAfee. Almost lost it. Now she does lose it.
Get on the floor,
Ella Williamson now diving on the floor for it. Got a jump ball.
In her defense, to dive on the floor after that, she had to jump over a Pine Bluff Zebra.
Yeah, Zebras are hard to jump over.
They're kind of tough to jump over.
I can't say I've even tried it. Almost lost it again. From 3. Gonna be an air ball. Sheridan tipped it but didn't have clear possession, so that's gonna keep the shot clock where it's at. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it's set on.
2 seconds.
It just went off, so I think you're right. I think it's at 2 seconds.
They should catch that. They need to put that back. They need to put that back before they start. They need to put that back.
They
just let it go. Doesn't matter.
They had reset it. There was only a couple of seconds on the clock. Now Ella Williamson brings it down, gets fouled with 0.7 seconds left on the clock. The Zebras were trying just to make sure they didn't score on the buzzer. However, it's going to give her 2 shots at the line with the clock stopped. Here we go. First one's up and good. Works out for the Yellow Jackets as the score is now 18-5. 0.7 seconds left on the clock here. Second shot's up and good. And then we're just going to let the clock stop here. Nothing's going to happen. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 19-5 is our score. Sheridan Lady Jackets up by 14. We're going to take this moment. We're going to send this off, and we want to thank our sponsors.
Better is better in the real world and online. At Kinetic, we're all about helping people internet better. With high-speed fiber internet, premier whole-home Wi-Fi setup, plans that fit your life, and down-to-earth people who make it all work seamlessly. Because when we help you internet better, we help you unlock your best. Kinetic, internet better.
Real quick, I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Arkansas Weight Loss and Wellness provides comprehensive weight loss plans, medications, and coaching to help you reach your goals. They are a leader in providing state-of-the-art laser, facial, and hair treatments. Check them out at www.weightlossar.com. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Hughes Electrical, Allen Gate Panel, TMK Properties, Kinetic, Weight Loss and Wellness Arkansas, and Hop Shop Custom Apparel. Thank you all so much for making this possible. Mike, we had a good first quarter. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Addison had 2 points. Lily led in rebounds, 2 rebounds. So pretty good first quarter by the YellowJackets.
Now inbounding is going to be Lily Reed to bring us out. 8 minutes on the clock, 19-5. Ella Williamson going to bring it down first for the Lady Jackets. And the possession arrow has been switched over to the Zebras now. Into Addison Hill. She's got room on the block. Lays it in for 2. Nice and easy shot for her. 21-5. McClatchy bringing it down for the Zebras. Stops at the top of the key. Behind the back pass over to, ball's getting kind of bobbled around here now. It was a good behind the back pass to McAfee.
I don't know if it was meant to go to her.
I don't think it was, but it did, and it looked good. Let's just say that if it was, then it looked good.
She looked good doing it.
Yeah, that's right. This is a
good hands by Sadie.
I'm looking, at this roster, Mike, and this is a really young Pine Bluff team. I mean, starters, we're looking at mainly juniors. We got 3 juniors, a sophomore, and 1 senior that started this game for the Pine Bluff. It's a young team, and that's part of it. That's part of it.
That's right. Lady Jackets just forced a 5-second call. Pine Bluff wasn't able to get the ball inbound, so turnover for them, and here comes Ella with the ball.
Ella, dribble handoff over to Addison Hill. Gets it back to Addison. Hill looking for Sadie Starrett. Sadie had a nice save there, ends up losing it. McClatchy comes up with it. She's going to bring it down the court. She's going to drive. Got to travel. She took a couple too many steps and didn't get rid of the ball. Going to be Sheridan basketball. We'll give the Jackets plenty of time to get an offensive set going. As I could see, Coach Brakebill called one. Going to be in between the legs of Addison Hill. She's going to fall on it. Going to create a jump ball. It's going to stay with Sheridan. And now they're going to inbound from the baseline.
I don't think he's real happy. That's twice now that Ella's got the ball across half court and she picks her dribble up with nowhere to go with it. He'd prefer her to keep that dribble alive so she can move and dribble off the pass off the dribble.
Williamson tried to get it in there to Lily Reed. Ball was knocked out of bounds by number 24, Talia Lewis. Going to put Williamson on the other side of the backboard to inbound from the baseline. Mason Wilson kind of cut across, down. Now they give it to Addison Hill. It's going to stay with Sheridan again. That time it was knocked out of bounds by Skylar Watkins. She was fighting for it and just couldn't hang on.
It was a good, strong move by Addison. What a move by Mason.
Wilson just wide open to get the ball on the block. Good job by Ella Williamson to see her coming. Great deliverance and
screen set by Lily to start that off. That was very good.
I see, and I didn't see who said it. I knew it was, but I'm glad you caught that.
I'm pretty sure it was Lily.
I think you're right. Now the ball's on the right-hand side. They're going to get it over Got a 3 attempt coming. That was Watkins off the rim. McAfee with the offensive rebound, driving, fighting to put it in for 2. Doesn't go in. Now Lily Reed comes up with it. We got another jump ball, this time staying with the Zebras. 23-5 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
I don't know how many jump balls we've had yet so far this game, but this feels like one of my 6th grade girls' peewee games with all the jump balls.
Bullard passes
There's
in.
another one.
There's another jump ball right there. There's been plenty of jump balls, that's for sure. Now Mary Lim's going to inbound. Pine Bluff has brought 0 pressure full court. They have not shown any kind of full court press at all. And down 18, most teams would start that.
You know, first-year coach, trying to figure his girls out. He's a first-year coach as well. I don't know. Sometimes, in recent memory, Pine Bluff girls, I'll say, will lack the basketball discipline to be able to do that. It takes a lot of discipline to move and recover and feel, and sometimes it takes a while for a coach to get that stuff going.
And it does. It absolutely does. I mean, let's take Coach Brakebill, for example. You know, we already mentioned he's a new head coach of Sheridan. You know, he comes in. Not only is he coaching the high schoolers, but he's also he's been coaching 8th and 9th grade as well. So he's coaching 3 different teams right now. But it's going to work out so well because whenever those 9th graders hit 10th grade, it's going to make a huge difference because the chemistry and the connections are already going to be there, and they're already going to understand how everything works and how the offense runs and everything. Yeah, it's just going to be awesome to see.
So when he came in, you know, Coach Bone was hired to coach the junior high, and Coach Bone had a surgery early, right when school started. So Coach Brakebill and Coach Phillips and Coach Stout were taking a lot of the reps with the junior high, and Coach Brakebill decided at that time he was going to keep the 8th graders. So he's been coaching the 8th graders all along. Here just recently, Coach Bone had to step away. I think his health, he's got some things going that he's trying to work on, and so he stepped away from coaching, and so now Coach Brakebill taking on the 9th grade as well. So he's pretty much at a basketball game 4 nights a week.
He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job, and we can't forget to mention that enough. You know, here we are, 27-5. Pine Bluff drives down there. They're going to miss the layup off the backboard. McAfee's going to grab it, dribble, pull up. Mason Wilson with a good rebound. Ella Williamson, football pass to Addison Hill. Now Lily Reed going in. Should have drawn a foul right there. I mean, there was a lot of contact there at the rim.
Yep.
Nonetheless, we got a 22-point lead. I don't think the refs are going to call anything extra. Now the ball comes down towards the corner. Back up in the hands of Bullard. Bullard looking for somewhere to go with it. Now going to go right. Decides to have a dribble pull up from 3 off the back of the rim. Lily Reed's going to fight for it, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Zebras. Sadie Krause is going to check in for Addison Hill. This is a great game to get some reps in for those younger players. 4 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock. Ella Williamson comes up with the steal. Gets it out to Sadie Krause. She's fighting for it. Going to be knocked out of bounds by number 11, Butler of the Zebras. And now Lily Reed's going to inbound here from the sideline. Gets Ella Williamson up top. Rips to the left-hand side. Fighting down. Going towards the block. Lays it in. Oh, it just barely comes off the rim. Got a lot of rolling around going on here. Got a timeout by the Zebras here. I thought it was out of bounds, but they're going to call a timeout. Nonetheless, we're going to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. 4 minutes 27-5 is our score. We've had an amazing first half of basketball thus far. We'll see if it continues. Sadie Krause playing up, providing some pressure. McAfee.
Corner trap.
Got a corner trap there. It was Lily
Good
Reed and
pass.
Sadie
Saw it
Krause
coming.
does a good job. They do a good job fighting out of it. McAfee shoots with her foot on the line, doesn't go in. Mason Wilson with the rebound. Ella Williamson hit ahead to Mary Lim. Fires a, oh, I thought she was going to throw it across the court. I think she lost control, was going to, saw Beverly coming in there for the Zebras and decided not to, lost control, ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, she may have carried when she faked that pass a little bit.
Pass comes in.
Sadie Krause still putting on a little bit of ball pressure. Back.
She's coming
Comes
in
in
off
from
the
behind,
bench.
causes the turnover.
Coming in off the bench, she has a little bit of extra energy that she can provide. Drives to the block and barely misses that one. Now McAfee's going to bring it back down. She's going to slow things down for the Zebras.
Sadie Krause is another one of those good athletes. Very fast, quick feet, quick hands. There's a steal by Mary.
Mary driving, going to get fouled on the shot. Foul is on Butler.
Good strong take.
Great job by Mary Lim getting to the rim. You got to play through the contact. When you go to shoot, you got to make sure that ball leaves your hands, because if they're even close, it's going to be a jump ball.
Well, that's something you started to see too this year that you didn't see earlier. Mary, for whatever reason, probably somewhere around the Greenbrier tournament, she started being a little more aggressive going to the basket. And that helps open things up for everybody else as well.
Yeah, and it's needed. You know, this moment right here. Yes, it gives you a chance to score two. We score one, but it gives your players a little bit of a breather too. I mean, you're up 28-5 right now, and then we're not even at halftime yet. So you know they're getting tired and need a breather to already be up that much.
Well, and what it does for the team is if all 5 girls on the court are a threat to go to the basket, you can't game plan around any one girl.
That's exactly right. You can't face guard one, because if they're all a threat, then you can't. There's, like you said, there's no game planning. A lot of times what you'll see at this level of basketball, every team has like at least one or two that is a pretty severe threat, and what you'll see them face guarded for the entirety or at least half the game.
You'll see a box and one or a triangle and two to try to take the ball away from the if a team is heavily loaded with one really strong player.
And sometimes it works, but like you said, it's not possible against this Sheridan team.
Well, who would you exactly? You could face guard Lily because she's just such a good shooter, but then the rest of the girls are going to eat you up. I mean,
yeah.
I've always told the kids when I've coached them, if someone puts a box and one on us, what that tells me is that coach doesn't think my other 4 players are any good. And if I was one of those other 4 players, I'd take it personal.
That's right, and I'd prove it. Here we go. Ella Williamson dribble handoff to Hill. Hill looking for Mary Lim. Couldn't find her. Now Williamson rips around the left-hand side. Passing out to Mary Lim. Got some time off the backboard. Doesn't fall. Going to stay with Sheridan on this end of the court.
I'm pretty sure I heard Mary yell glass on that one off the backboard.
She called it.
I think I heard her say it.
And now we got a timeout. 2:28 left in the second. 28-7 is our score now. And we'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors.
Better is better in the real world and online.
Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. Ella Williamson's going to inbound this time from the sideline. Good screen by Lily Reed, giving Addison Hill ball in the lane. Shot was blocked. McClatchy driving, stopping at the block.
Shouldn't travel.
Yeah, it probably should have been something. Nonetheless, Sanders is able to put it in from the free throw line for 2. Little 15-foot shot. Now Addison Hill from 3, off the back of the rim. Couldn't get it to fall.
It looked really good from this angle.
McClatchy, 1-on-2. And this time she is going to travel, try to put the ball behind her back. Gets stuck, and she takes a couple steps. Got to be a travel.
I really don't think she meant to go behind her back. That's kind of where the ball wound up. Addison just got railroaded.
No foul call.
I actually think it was her own teammate when they dribbled the handoff. I think they ran into each other.
Yeah.
And she ran into Ella on the handoff.
It happens. You know, you guys gotta get up and you gotta respond from that one. Ball comes over now to number 11. That was Butler. Now McClatchy. McClatchy trying to figure out where she wants to go with it. Offense trying to get something going here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mary Lim sneaks out like a linebacker, takes the ball. Spin move in the post. Off the backboard, no good. Lily Reed sneaks in from behind, creates a jump ball. Going to be Sheridan basketball.
That has to be 10 jump balls in this first half.
I almost feel like we should be taking. I'm gonna start in the second half. I'm gonna try and keep a tally of jump balls. I'm not gonna do it now because we're too far gone, but I'll try and keep one for the second half. Lily Reed from 3 had some time. Gonna be fouled on the shot.
Shooting 3.
She got fouled after she had released it, which is great because that means the ball's still gonna travel the way you wanted it to, but it's the follow through where the ball kind of messed up, and so creates a foul, and now she gets 3 shots.
Yeah, Lily let that one go, and Pine Bluff defender trying to block her out. Got into her a little soon. You have to give the shooter time to, room to come down, and she didn't.
Right.
Lily missed the first one there.
Has 2 more opportunities here. One make would make this a 20-point game, and there it is. The Lady Jackets lead by 20. Savage is going to check in for Beverly of the Zebras. And Lily Reed has one more free throw opportunity here. Shot is up and off the rim. Knocked out of bounds by Mary Lim. Going to be Zebra basketball. McClatchy bringing it down for the Zebras. Long skip pass over to Watkins. Watkins bobbles it. Mason Wilson gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Now the Zebras are going to inbound from the sideline. They get it into Watkins. Back to McClatchy. Watkins has to bring it up to get something set. Mason Wilson, the one playing defense on that one. Sheridan in a 2-2-1 zone.
Mason Wilson is one of those, and we'll talk about in the boys' game, Gavin Hobson. They do so many little things for the team where that don't show up on the stat sheet. They step up and stop a drive. They get a hand on a ball and tip it, and then every once in a while they will just start lighting the scoreboard. Mason will start hitting threes. Like I said, we'll talk about Gavin during the boys' game. He'll do the same thing. They'll start hitting some threes, but the things they do that you don't see on the stat sheet, those 2 players really fill that role for these 2 teams.
The energy and just the things that they do outside, you got to think about everything. You don't think about, defensively, the energy is really what those 2 players bring to this court. Ella Williamson going to bring it across the timeline. We got 29-10 is our score now. Lady Jackets leading by 19. Back door to Addison Hill, has some time, lays it in for 2. Shot clock goes off as we have 28 seconds on the clock for the half. McClatchy, top of the key. Into the high post. Addison Hill comes away with it on a fast break. Her and Ella Williamson. Ella, good patience, lays it in for 2. 10 seconds now. Lady Jackets with a 23-point lead. McClatchy driving towards the block. Stops, air ball. Lily Reed comes up with it. Time expires. We're going into halftime. 33-10. and the Lady Jackets are on top.
Good first half. Great first half, 23-point lead going into the locker room. You hope to come out in the third quarter and really turn it up and turn this into a mercy-rule game in the fourth quarter. But first things first, to talk about the first half. Again, Lily still leading in the scoring. Had a really good first half shooting the ball. 3 rebounds, led the team in rebounds. Ella Williams scored 7 points. She had 3 assists. And Addison, even though she's been sick, 6 points. Had a rebound, had a couple assists. So a good, well-rounded effort by the girls. Like I said, even Mason Wilson, Mason had 6 points. 6. You don't even realize she's doing it. We talked about some of the little things she does. On the stat sheet, rebounds. There's a lot of times that Mason Wilson does not get credit for the rebound, but she gets the tip to get it to someone else.
Absolutely. And it's incredible what we've seen. Like we were talking about at the beginning of this game, we said if you were going to see some more of this consistency, you're going to see some of these things click, you're going to see these things meshing together. Mike, that's exactly what we saw this entire first half. These girls working together, these girls coming together as a team and thriving.
Yeah, and even off the bench, you saw Sadie Sterrett come in. Sadie Sterrett comes in and gives a couple minutes and works her tail off on defense.
Krause.
Sadie Krause comes in, plays some good defense, gets a couple steals. The things this team are doing, even with the absence of Bell, Bell was a presence inside. Some of those rebounds and defensive stops, put the ball in the basket some, and what you're seeing from the girls stepping up is really, really promising, really encouraging.
Yeah, it's great, and it's just something that we want to continue seeing, and we're happy that we've seen it. We've got about 3.5 minutes left in halftime here. We're going to take a short break. We're going to take this time to thank our sponsors.
Better is better in the real world and online. At Kinetic, we're all about helping people internet better. With high-speed fiber internet, premier whole home Wi-Fi setup, plans that fit your life, and down-to-earth people who make it all work seamlessly. Because when we help you internet better, we help you unlock your best. Kinetic, internet better.
Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast, where we are lacking Yellow Jackets. That is the only thing we were missing to get this third quarter rolling. We've got about 10 seconds left on the clock here, so they'll come out here in just a second. But we had a great first half, Mike. 33-10. Lady Jackets leading the way the entire time. And we're just ready to see what they're going to bring to the second half.
Hopefully they come out and jump on them in the second half here and extend this lead on out even more. Since we didn't get a girls JV game tonight, maybe we get to see some of the JV girls and really enjoy this night. Go 2-0 in conference.
Watkins, left-hand side, gets to the top of the key. Now over to McAfee. McAfee tries to drive, doesn't get anywhere with it. Good pass down low to Williams. Ball was blocked and knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Zebras.
Great rotation there by Addison. Mason picked up that on that screen, and Addison rotated over and got the block. Great defense.
Williams, good defense by Mason Wilson that time, creating pressure. Now Bullard, back up to McAfee. McAfee, top of the key, looking where to go with it. Ella Williamson gets a hand on it. And we got a shot clock violation.
Awesome. Great defense.
That's two different violations that the Yellow Jackets have caused tonight. One was the 5-second violation, throw it in bounds. That one was a shot clock violation. That's two successes that are huge. They get you the ball and just simply come from effort.
Those are two momentum builders when you play defense like that.
Absolutely.
Also, any momentum killer, anything that Pine Bluff may have been building up, you get killed whenever that kind of stuff happens.
That's the first time we've seen a Pine Bluff press, and now we know why. As they break it really quickly, Mary Lim lays it in for two. 25-point lead now for the Lady Jackets. McAfee bringing it across the timeline here. Ella Williamson standing back on defense. Got a man defense coming from the Lady Jackets.
That was great vision by Lily to break that press, throw that baseball pass, length of the court to Mary.
Mary Lim got her hand on it, gives Bullard her dribble back. Gets it into the post, attempts to get it into the post. Lily Reed got her hand on it, knocks it out to Mary Lim. Long pass to Mason Wilson, gets it out to Mary Lim. And now Lily Reed looking for three off the rim. Addison Hill wasn't quite expecting it to pop down that fast. Out of bounds on Mason Wilson. Gonna give it to the Zebras. 35-10 is our score. 6:34 left in the third.
I kind of feel like some of the mercy rules already started. I'm pretty sure that was kicked off of a Pine Bluff girl.
Yeah, definitely. Bullard, step back, looking for three, off the back of the rim, no good. Kick out to Mary Lim. Mary Lim stops on the elbow, gets it out to Lily Reed. Thinks about shooting it, doesn't. Floater for two. Good decision. Now leading by 27. I believe you have to be leading by 30 in the fourth quarter for the mercy rule to kick in, and it's very likely we'll get there, Mike, and have a running clock this fourth quarter. 5 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third. Bullard, right-hand side. Screen was set by Williams. Bullard decided not to use it. Throws it from behind the backboard, and Watkins came up with it. Now McAfee. I was shocked that ball hit the rim. The way she was way behind the backboard.
Well, hustle by Addison Hill right there.
Ella Williamson lays it in for two. 29-point deficit now.
Addison tipped that ball. It was going out of bounds. She behind her back as she saved it out of bounds to Ella and go down for the layup. That was great hustle on both ends.
Watkins, right-hand side. The focus and concentration from Addison Hill was perfect right there. Ella Williamson does a good job not giving up the baseline, draws the block, and now hitting ahead to Lily Reed. Nice stop, nice patience. We've seen that twice now from Lily Reed, the patience, good decision making. She lays it in for two. Now there's a 31-point difference, and the Lady Jackets are on top. Mary Lim.
Turnover? Oh, Mary.
That was Mason Wilson that had her hand on the ball and got it to Mary Lim. Just barely lost it. And now they come up with the rebound.
And Mary was trying to reward her there with to throw it out to Mason, and just kind of got tipped by a Pine Bluff girl. So
spin move by Ella Williamson. Good dip to Mason Wilson. Just barely comes up short there. Now McAfee driving. Nice block by Addison Hill. Now it's Ella Williamson and Lily Reed are down the court, 2-on-2. Thought that was gonna be a foul. It's gonna go out of bounds. I think they're calling it out on Pine Bluff.
They will. Coach Brackbill's taking timeout. Checking in is Sadie Sterrett, and for the first time tonight, Sydney Kate Miller.
There we go. Time to start seeing some reps. Moving forward into this game, we're going to see reps from younger girls, and then just to take time. It's good game experience for these girls, because that's exactly what you need, is good game varsity experience that you can move into the next year. Games like this are crucial for the building of the team.
Yeah, and it goes back, especially on the girls' side, we don't get to have a whole lot of JV games. Over the years, traditionally, a lot of the schools in our conference, and we've been one of them a couple times, where you don't have the numbers to be able to play a JV game. So the girls in games like this, like you said, some of the young ones get to get off the bench and get a little see the court a little bit and get some playing time.
Absolutely, and it works out great. We've seen tremendous effort here tonight from the ladies, and they've done a phenomenal job. Excited to see the way they finish this game. It all starts right here with Mary Lim inbounding from the baseline. Got a stack set up there on the elbow. They get it into Lily Reed. Spin move comes up short.
They got blocked a little bit.
McClatchy comes up with it. And over to Watkins. Watkins loses control.
And if you're Coach Brakebill in a game like this, what you want to see is you do not want to see your team start to play down to the competition. You want to see the girls stay focused and take care of the basketball and not get sloppy with it.
That's right. Addison Hill, nice bunny there, putting it in for two. 33-point gap now, 43-10. McAfee's bringing it across for the Zebras. Sadie Sterrett playing defense, bringing some pressure. Good screen by McClatchy. Ball's going to be pushed out of bounds, going to stay with Pine Bluff. It's off the foot of one of the girls there. I didn't look up and see the number. I was just kind of watching the shoes.
I think it went off the back of Lily's heel.
Now it's Sheridan basketball. Press coming from Pine Bluff. Sheridan breaks it easily. Gets it over to Addison Hill. Looking for three. Comes up off the rim. Now Sadie Sterrett was fighting for it. Going to be out on her and Pine Bluff basketball. I was really hoping Addison could pull off that three just to say we broke the press immediately twice. The press hasn't been effective for them yet. Ella Williamson is checking in, so she'll come in on the next break. McClatchy step back off the back of the rim, no good. Lily Reed with a block. We got a jump ball here. It's our first jump ball of the quarter. Oh, we had two jump balls.
That's the second one of this quarter, yeah.
Two jump balls this quarter. So that's not as many as we were seeing in the first half. I mean, there had to have been over 10 in that first half.
At least.
It was crazy. Ella Williamson comes up with the grab that time. Pass to Sadie Sterrett on the block. One dribble, and a lot of hands in the way. Couldn't get up. Then Pine Bluff's going to knock it out of bounds. Sheridan's going to inbound from the baseline.
Listen, that's the freshman in her. She caught that ball on the block. She just went straight up with it. She took a dribble and allowed Pine Bluff's defender to get position and get a hand on it. So she'll learn. As she grows, she'll go straight up with that ball. Pine Bluff making a couple substitutions.
You see the boys run a very similar set to this. Matter of fact, the exact same play. The boys team will hear later. They'll run it a lot from the baseline. Usually they're looking for the post. This time it came into the wing, or I'm sorry, the corner. Sydney Sterrett. Sydney Miller. I was excited. She was driving in, man. I thought she had it. She was battling an injury at the beginning of the season. Didn't get a lot of time due to that injury. So I just, like I said, I was just excited. Great student, great athlete. Blocking foul this time on McClatchy.
So when Sydney was in third grade, we didn't have a third or fourth grade jacket ball team. Fifth grade was the first one I was coaching. That was Caden and Marissa and that bunch, and we let Sydney Kate play up with us. And she held her own. She didn't, we were good enough, scored enough points. We were able to get her some time, but But she's been a good kid. She's a great kid. I've loved her ever since.
And here she is still playing varsity basketball, Mike.
Right.
You love to see that, the transition from jacket ball to here, just kids sticking with it. And, it speaks to what you're doing down there with jacket ball.
Well, the only girl on the court right now that didn't play jacket ball for us is Ella Williamson. Everybody else on the court right now has played in the jacket ball program.
And I have no doubt Ella Williamson played Pee Wee basketball somewhere. So you probably played against her.
We saw her along the way a little bit in summer ball. Marissa played in summer some. We didn't play Magnet Cove. Is where she was at.
Well, we've loved having her as an addition to this team.
Yes, her addition to this team. Coach Will on the boys' bench, having fun with him. So it's they're a great family to bring into the Yellow Jacket Nation.
That's exactly right. Lily Reed was going up for it. She got fouled on the way up. Jackets leading 31 by 31 now. 43-12 is our score. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Lily Reed, first free throw is up and off the rim. No good.
This will be Lily's 8th and 9th free throws tonight. So she's been to the line. She's going hard and drawing fouls. So that's she also got fouled on a three.
Always a positive thing, something you're looking for. It was Mary Lim a lot earlier that was doing it. Now we're seeing Lily Reed driving and forcing the fouls. McClatchy bringing it down and across. Trying to find somewhere to go with it, brings it back across the other side of the court. Driving, losing the ball. That was number 31, Frazier, with the ball that time. Be out of bounds, knocked out by Sheridan. Gonna stay with Pine Bluff. Beverly inbounds. Deep three ball off the front of the rim. Sydney Miller got her hands on it going up for the rebound. Mary Lim now, left-hand side, gets it back to Ella Williamson. Williamson driving, throws it off the foot of a zebra. We got a kick ball violation after that. She just wanted time to reset. That's right. That's all she was doing. She just wanted time to reset. Ella driving to the block, gonna get fouled on the way up. This is something to mention. The shortest girl on the court. The shortest girl on the court's driving in to go in for a layup. That's amazing.
She's always been a slasher. She's very quick.
Speaks to the effort. Speaks to the effort of this Lady Jacket team. First free throw's up and good. 33-point difference now. Mason Wilson's going to check in for Mary Lim. And I think that
Addison Hill
came back in. That's right. For Sydney. The second free throw is up and good. 46-12 now. Lady Jackets leading the way. Frazier with the ball now. Right-hand side, driving to the block. Going to be blocked by Lily Reed. Lily Reed got to get it out of there. Gets it to Williamson. Williamson, left-hand side, brings it across half court. Pressure picked up immediately at half court.
On that last defensive possession, Lily, we're in a 34-point game, and Lily was 35 feet from the basket playing defense and got a block going to the basket. That was great.
Lily
Reed just makes a great move right there and gets the end one.
Yeah, absolutely. Just driving, going up with one hand, able to hang on and lay it in for two. She's been doing it all season, Mike. This is not something that's new to this game. This is something that she has been doing all season long. Looking for the conversion, got it. 3-point little trip down the court for Lily Reed that time. 49-12 now. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Shots up and over the rim, over the back this time for McClatchy.
I don't think we have any fouls this quarter, do we?
Sheridan does not. Pine Bluff has 4. No, now that was their 5th. It should have been shooting. Addison Hill misses the layup. And they're saying Pine Bluff basketball. I didn't see who knocked it out, but they're saying it was out on Sheridan.
It would have been, I think, Sadie Sterrett got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Well, she was the closest Yellow Jacket anyway.
Right, McClatchy across the timeline, picked up by Addison Hill. Williamson now playing defense there. Mason Wilson did a good job coming up and helping right there. McClatchy driving, left-hand side, lays it in for two. That was a good move. Able to get it down there. Good pass across the lanes. Just barely can't hold on. That was Sterrett coming across there, gets her hand on it, falls out of bounds.
Good look. It was a little high pass, but it was a very good look.
Absolutely, great look. 15 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. Ball into McClatchy. Got the same look she had last time, this time with two defenders there, and got a foul on the play. It's either going to be on Lily Reed or on Addison Hill.
They called it on Addison.
On Addison.
Had to go and open my big mouth about no fouls this quarter with 6.4 seconds left.
That's her
we
third.
pick up a foul.
That's her third of the game. First free throw is up and no good. 6.4 seconds left on the clock here. In the third quarter, this is going to create a winding clock in the fourth quarter as the mercy rule is going to kick in. Sheridan's up by 35.
We did not get a body on that girl.
They come up with it. They get an extra shot up at it. Comes up short. Brings us to the fourth quarter, 49-14. Lady Jackets up by 35. We're going to take this moment to thank our sponsors.
Better is better in the real world and online. At Kinetic, we're all about helping people internet better. With high-speed fiber internet, premier whole home Wi-Fi setup, plans that fit your life, and down-to-earth people who make it all work seamlessly. Because when we help you internet better, we help you unlock your best. Kinetic, internet better.
Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. We've got 8 minutes left here in this game. It'll be a winding clock, so the only thing that'll stop it is timeouts. Mike, it's been a phenomenal game.
Yeah, the third quarter, a very good third quarter. Another great third quarter for Lilia. She scored 8 points in the third quarter. 2 for 3 from the free throw line, a couple rebounds. You know, still just putting those stats up. I think it gives her about 19 for the game. Ella scored 4. Addison had 2 points in that third quarter. So, you know, distributing the ball well, moving the ball around, and finding the open players.
Absolutely, and that's, you know, that it's worked well. I'm seeing some new faces down there on the court already. We got some young ladies in there that haven't had a lot of playing time this season. So super happy that they're out there. Like we said earlier, they're gonna take this opportunity to give the ball to some young girls and give them some reps here.
Yeah, so you've got a freshman, 3 sophomores, and a junior on the court right now. So they're gonna get some good minutes here in the fourth quarter and get their opportunity.
Sterrett now over right-hand side, driving off the rim.
Kinley Melton. Shouldn't have travel.
And now McClatchy's going to bring it down for the Zebras. Over left-hand side, that's Frazier looking for 3 off the backboard, no good. Going to be fouled on the way up. McClatchy got an offensive rebound.
Foul on Carrie Turner. Number 20 misses the free throw from Pine Bluff. Getting ready to shoot her second one. We're going to have a violation if she misses it, but she made it, so she goes 1 for 2. It'll be Sheridan ball.
Thanks for covering for me, Mike. That's Kinley Melton there. Got a lot of pressure there, Bright. Good pass, but she takes a step while doing it, I think, and they call it travel.
So this is one of those things where and you see more and more of it. It's a mercy rule game. Pine Bluff has not pressed, but once the whole game they got beat and came out of it. And now we put our JV in, and coach turns up the press.
I almost think it's a way of trying to instill a little bit more confidence into Pine Bluff.
I understand.
think that's their attempt.
I understand what he's doing, and Coach Brakebill is probably doesn't mind it because these girls need the work. They need to see the pressure. Um, I've been told in the past, and I've done it. I've thrown up the white flag for the other team before, and then when I put my subs in, they press me, so I bring my 5 starters back. And some coaches look at it differently. If I throw the white flag in for you, I expect you to take it, and let's just play this fourth quarter. But I think he'll probably he's subbing now, so we'll see. He's getting his JV in, and they'll get some work now.
It might be good reps for Sheridan. Like you said, everybody's going to look at it a little bit different. It's a zone press, not a man press, so they're all going to back out as the ball gets passed. And that's exactly what we see here. Kinley Melton now passes it over to, that was Rose.
Kelsey Rose.
Almost steps out of bounds. Rose with the ball in the corner. Got to find somewhere to go. Gets it to Starrett off the rim. Sadie Krause, offensive rebound. Tries to put it back up. Shot's just a little long. And McClatchy comes up with it, gets it down, gives it to number 21. That was Savage, and she traveled. She took a couple too many steps whenever she caught the ball.
So being on the sideline in football season, you remember our first 5 games were a mercy rule one way or the other. And I was on the sideline, and Coach Kelly come by and told me, he said, Mike, I've never seen a team come back and win. I don't think it's ever happened where a team comes back and wins in a mercy rule game. And I don't think it's ever happened in a basketball game either.
You know, that's a very good point. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen. I don't know that it's ever happened. That's never thought about that. Usually whenever you think of the words mercy rule, it's over. Yeah. It's over. Here we are. Coach Brakebill took a timeout just to save his JV. Something I love about a lot of coaches, but definitely all of our coaches, they treat their JV just like their varsity. And that's honestly, that's key. Because if you will treat your JV just like your varsity, by the time they are up and old enough and they're on varsity, they're already going to be expecting that. They're going to be used to that coaching style, and they're going to be ready for it.
That's right. I wouldn't want a coach that stops coaching when the JV goes in or when it's a mercy rule. Coach Brakebill's not going to do that. The new coach from Pine Bluff isn't doing it. He's up coaching his girls just the same, and that's what you like to see. You want to see them to continue to put the work in. If you continue to work for them, you hope that they'll turn around and work for you.
That's right. Lady Jackets are looking to be 7-4 after this. If they win this game, they'll be 2-0 in conference. So here in about 4 more minutes, they should be 2-0 in conference, Mike. That's a great start to the season. Foul called. Sadie Starrett got fouled as she was bringing the ball across the court.
So going with the you've never lost in a mercy rule, I think it's safe to say we can kind of start looking forward to Friday night when we go to Lake Hamilton. That'll be a test for these Lady Jackets. Lake Hamilton is probably projected to be the #1 seed coming out of the South, and they're very good. I think they returned 3 or 4 starters that were sophomores last year. So they're going to be tough. They're a very good team. So it'll be a good test for the Lady Jackets.
Yeah, it's important to take that game. And I've heard Coach Brakebill say this. You cannot look at any team and take it for granted. And that is a team you have to be on your A game and ready for. Is Lake Hamilton. They come prepared every game.
Good athletes, good basketball players. They've all been playing. They've got several that don't play volleyball. So they're basketball year round. They get after it. They're well coached, and so it'll for sure be a big test for the Lady Jackets come Friday night.
McClatchy throws it up off the rim. Melton able to come up with the rebound. Gets it over to Rose. Kelsey Rose, left-hand side, pulling it back towards the middle. Picks up her dribble, throws it across to Krause. Krause driving off the backboard, no good.
What a quick first step by Sadie Krause.
Zebras come up with it. Now driving, McClatchy pulls the end one. Sydney Kate with the foul on that one. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go and a winding clock.
Sid was about half a step late getting there to be able to set up and try to take that charge. So she kind of bumped her as she went by, and he gets the end one.
They were able to convert on that. Sydney going to bring it across the timeline this time. Now Sadie Kraus. Over to Melton. Now Rose looking for three off the back of the rim. McClatchy comes up with it. Fast break. It's Rose versus McClatchy. McClatchy misses the shot. Offensive rebound. Number 1 for Pine Bluff. Watts, the junior, able to lay it in for 2 off of a putback. Nice pass back there to Melton. Now Sydney Miller, good pass break that time. And Sydney Miller gets 2.
Good court vision by Kinley Melton right there, finding Sid, and Sid getting the basket.
Jackets with a 31-point lead, 51-20. Just over a minute left to play. Gonna stay with the Zebras after it's knocked out of bounds. Clock is stopped.
It is stopped. I don't know why you would stop that clock.
Not as supposed to. Not supposed to. Ball comes in. Under a minute left to play. McClatchy, left-hand side, pulling it towards the middle. Dribble pull up off the backboard. Hit the rim, no good. Now Rose pulls away with it. Fast break. Nice patience. Puts it in for 2. Great job by Rose, the sophomore. McClatchy comes down. She's going to get fouled on the way up. Sydney Miller with the foul. 22 seconds left to go and a winding clock. So this will bring us pretty close to the end, if not the end. Mike, and the Lady Jackets will be moving on. They'll be 7-4 on the season, 2-0 in conference. Before this game, they were ranked number 88 in Arkansas, which is not bad. Whenever you think about Pine Bluff is ranked 241.
Right.
So, you got to think about how many teams we're talking about here.
There's a lot of teams overall. So big
of
win by the
teams.
Jackets, 2-0, 2 very impressive conference wins, beating teams that they're supposed to beat, and beating them by a margin that they're supposed to beat them. So that's what you want to see.
Now the true test will come Friday against Lake Hamilton, and we're excited to see what they bring to the table, Mike.
It will for sure be a true test. Like I said, very tough Lake Hamilton team. So we'll see what we're made of Friday night. The girls, I think, will be ready. Coach will have them ready, and hopefully they bring that energy. You hope you get Addison back to being healthy again and get her full energy back, and because we're going to need it.
Absolutely, we're going to need as much as we can get come Friday night, and we'll be joining you guys for that game too. So make sure you tune in to Yellow Jacket Network and you join us. Me and Mike will be there, and we're excited about it. Here come our Yellow Jacket boys as they're going to come in. They got 10 minutes to warm up. We're going to take a short break here, and we'll be back with you, and we'll give a little pregame on these guys before they get started. But for now, we're going to thank our sponsors. and welcome to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. My name is Mason Fisher. I'm joined tonight here by Mike Nevins. Mike, we just watched a great girls basketball game, and now we are here for Sheridan versus Pine Bluff. Boys basketball.
Yeah, coming into Pine Bluff, playing here at the middle school gym. Pine Bluff, the two-time defending state champion Pine Bluff Zebras. I don't think their record reflects that this year. I think they've played a couple of tough teams, played a little bit of a tougher schedule, but they're still Pine Bluff.
Mike, they are 2-8 right now overall, Pine Bluff, and they are 0-1 in conference. Currently ranked number 127 in Arkansas. Sheridan overall right now is 7-3. 0-1 in conference with the loss to Hot Springs, which they're projected to be 1 or 2 in the conference, and ranked 48 in Arkansas. So a big, huge, significant difference between Pine Bluff and Sheridan. Like you said, Pine Bluff, 2-time state championship. So that's going to be something we'll have to watch. Their head coach has been out. I believe this might be one of the first games that he's back.
Coach Dixon is one of the best coaches in the state. He's a fantastic coach, and I was talking to him earlier before the girls' game started, before the JV game, and he said that yesterday was his first day back to work.
Wow. Well, I came in here to set up the broadcasting equipment. He was coaching for practice, and I can tell you, Coach Dixon was back.
He's fun to watch. I think they beat Lake Hamilton and Benton in the finals 2 years in a row. So that there again it speaks to the strength of our conference that 2 years in a row the finals were all 5A South. It tells you the strength of our conference, but he's had great teams, had some real studs the last couple of years. They've all graduated, so we'll see. We'll see what he's got tonight.
I think he lost several starters at the end of last year. Nonetheless, Pine Bluff is a great team. I mean, they are. If you look at Sheridan versus Pine Bluff and the history of Sheridan versus Pine Bluff, Sheridan is 1-27. 1-27 against Pine Bluff, so that it's something that Sheridan is going to have to, we're looking to get our second victory over Pine Bluff tonight ever. So it's we are playing a good team, a good school that has years and years of great basketball. So you're going to have to bring your A game tonight, no matter what records show.
I think that last win was somewhere in the 2010 range. I think Coach Court was the coach at the time for Sheridan, and I think Sawyer Dunnigan and a couple of them, they were seniors. So that's how long it's been, and I think the time before that was in 1999 when Coach Scott was a senior point guard for the YellowJackets. Jake Yancey was a junior, and I think they came to Pine Bluff and beat them here. So that's a pretty storied, pretty good history for Pine Bluff against Sheridan.
It is, and I'm going to make it a little bit worse before we start making it better. We are trying to snap a 23-game losing streak against Pine Bluff. Now, if you're just looking at Pine Bluff, and so, looking at everything for this season and the players this season, I think Sheridan can pull it off. I really, really do. But we're about to find out as Lane Bickford is going to tip off for the YellowJackets. And number 14, Braden for the Zebras. Step into the circle, and we are in. They're going to get the tip. They've definitely got the size on the Jackets this year. Jackets bringing pressure immediately. They're going to get it to the corner. Now number 0 is going to pull up. That's Morden looking for 3 off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Lane Bickford comes up with the block. And now they get another offensive rebound. Now Nate Carter gets his hands on it. Ball's handled by number 2. And they lays it in for 2. Quentin Roy, 2-0. Zebras up. Noah Romine bringing it across the timeline for the Jackets. They get it to Gavin Hobson. Hobson up to Nate Carter. Carter towards the middle. Spin move. Driving. Laying it in for 2. Tied game. 2-2. Bringing pressure immediately. YellowJackets in a 3-2 zone defense. Changing it up now. Moving to man. Now they're in a man defense. No, still 3. Yeah, man defense here. Nate Carter tried to come up with the steal there. They're going to pass it over to Number 0, dribble pull up, gonna get it for 2. Morden puts it in for 2. Now Romine gonna have to bring it back across. Good screen by Lane Bickford. Immediately picked up. Now Noah has some room. Overshot. Gets it out to number 12, Mitchell. Mitchell over to Morden. Morden slowing things down at the top of the key. Giving it to Mitchell. Morden, left-hand side, going back over. Now right-hand side, that's Graydon driving. Got a
Great
foul
defense by Nate Carter, taking that charge.
See, I'm glad that you saw the charge call. I was looking at the bottom ref, and I was like, I heard the whistle, but I didn't see the call. So charge taken. Who took it?
Nate
Carter
did.
Nate
Great.
Carter leads the team in charges right now. He's taken 9, so he's taken 10 now this season.
He had great position on that drive and was able to get right in front of that defender. You know, that's moving your feet on defense. That was fantastic.
Gavin Hobson from the corner off the front of the rim, no good. Noah Romine gets his hand on it, able to force the turnover as number 2, Roy, knocks it out of bounds. Going to be Yellow Jacket basketball, and Romine's going to bring it across. The Zebras definitely have a lot of athleticism here. Good high post grab there to Gavin Hobson. Now Nate Carter into the elbow, driving. Nice pass, dump to Lane Bickford. Got blocked off the backboard there.
Quick off his feet, number 2. That was a great block. He got up in a hurry.
Graydon, long pass over to 15, Adams. Gonna be knocked out of bounds. Adams was the last one to touch it. That's 2 easy turnovers there that Noah Romine has forced. The pressure he brings as a defender is crucial to this team. Nice little pass there from Gavin Hobson into Noah Romine. Logan Ward with the offensive board. Nate Carter, top of the key, looking for 3, and it falls. Jackets take the lead, 5-4. Good block that time by Gavin Hobson coming in from behind. And Lane Bickford was able to get it over to Noah Romine, who is going to get credit for that rebound. Logan Ward looking for 3, 2 in a row. Logan Ward knocks one down, 8-4. Pressure was brought immediately by Logan Ward. Now they're going to bring it across. Adams now over all the way to Roy. Roy is driving right-hand side. They get it out to number 14, Graydon, looking for 3 off the rim, no good. Lane Bickford over to Gavin Hobson. Back to Noah Romine, who we can tell is feeling a little bit of pain as he's limping down the court. We got a timeout here by the Yellow Jackets. Probably going to have Noah Romine take a seat. Hopefully nothing major here.
Yeah, you don't need to have something happen to Noah for sure.
Yeah, we'll take this moment to thank our sponsors while they're taking a minute in the timeout. Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. Ethan Anderson is going to check in for Noah Romine, who's taking a seat on the bench. I think he's going to try and walk it off over there. I think he's okay. We'll probably see some more of him in a little bit. Probably just going to take him a minute before he comes back. Inbounding, this time is going to be Logan Ward from the sideline. Gets it into Gavin Hobson, who's going to be our point guard. And get it over to Logan Ward. Down to Ethan Anderson. Nate Carter back to Logan Ward. Nate Carter driving towards the middle, gonna get fouled, got a blocking foul. I believe this is gonna be on number 14, Graydon.
You know, we mentioned Gavin during the girls' game. We were talking about Mason Wilson, and here's the versatility of Gavin. He comes, you know, Noah goes down, and here comes Gavin to handle the ball and take some of that responsibility on. So
he is able to play the role of a big. He's able to play the role of a wing. He's able to play the role of point guard. He's kind of like watching Brady Dillon play football. Brady knows every position and can do just about anything. That's the Gavin Hobson of basketball.
That's right.
Now Gavin Hobson, good pass there to Logan Ward, who swings over to Ethan Anderton. Anderton up to Nate Carter. Nate Carter dumps it to 2 seconds to get a shot off. Does a good job letting go of the ball. Pine Bluff's going to come up with it. Ethan Anderton gets out front. They're going for a dunk, and he's going to get fouled on the way up. Dunk was no good. They're going to have 2 free throw opportunities here. That's Roy.
Noah's back at the table, still kind of rolling that ankle around. I don't know if he rolled his ankle or if he got a Charlie horse or what, but
that's something that Noah is not going to sit down for very long if he can help it. He's going to be right back up in here. He's going to be ready to play. He doesn't sit down for very long. He's too active.
Such a tough kid.
He's coming back in. He's going to take Logan Ward out for a little bit. And Ward had a nice 3 earlier. We saw. Second free throw opportunity is up and no good. Good foul. Good foul. Noah Romine. I mean, you think about it. Like, you prevent getting dunked on, so the momentum swing, and they only get 1 point. I mean, that's a good foul to me. Lane Bickford spins around, puts it in for 2. Nice pass that time. Now Adams got his feet set, got the ball passed over to Morton. Morton trying to get his offense set.
So that may be something Pine Bluff's missing. If Lane can have a good game and Dawson Griffin can come in and have a good game. In years past, Pine Bluff has been so big inside. They had a big man that went on to play college football that was just an absolute monster. Protected that lane.
Matter of fact, I think I know who you're talking about. And if I'm right, when I was a senior, he was a freshman, and he was starting.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Adams, top of the key. Ball was tipped by Gavin Hobson. We got 5 seconds on the shot clock, and they put it up. Adams rebounds, put back. 2 offensive, now 3 offensive rebounds. Sheridan's got to grab it somewhere. And you got to be knocked out of bounds by Sheridan. So it's still going to stay with the Zebras. 28 seconds on the shot clock. 10-5, Sheridan leading by 5. The bench is alive, chanting defense. 3-point opportunity coming off the back of the rim. No good, another offensive rebound. Long pass. And Noah Romine with the effort comes up with it and lays it in for 2. Morton didn't even try to block it.
Great play by Noah, getting the steal, saw that pass coming, and tipping it away and going to get the layup.
Another offensive rebound here. Now Graydon's going to drive, and we got a foul call, I believe, on Nate Carter.
It's going to be his second.
And I think Logan Ward's going to come and replace him. Dawson Griffin's coming in for Lane Bickford, and I was right, Logan Ward's checking in for Nate Carter. Now Morton inbounding from the baseline. Good tip by Logan Ward, gets it out to Dawson Griffin. Now Gavin Hobson bringing it across for the Yellow Jackets. Dribble handoff to Noah Romine, driving from the 3rd hash mark off the front of the rim, no good.
A little contact, but I guess the referee didn't deem it enough contact to call a foul.
Blocked off the backboard there, and Roy came up with the offensive rebound and was able to put it back up for 2. Now Noah Romine going to bring it down. 12-7 our score. Jackets leading by 5. Dawson Griffin almost missed that ball, and it almost went into the goal. Good move that time by Morton, bringing it down for the Zebras in a fast break, lays it in for 2. 12-9 our score now. Jackets leading by 3. Romine versus Morton. They get it over to Ward. Gavin up to Ethan Anderton. Anderton looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it over to Romine. Romine going towards the middle. Good. No-look pass to Logan Ward. Off the rim, in and out. Oh. Dawson Griffin. Shot gets blocked. They definitely have the size. No doubt about that, Mike, and it's going to be something we're going to see probably all night. But that's just what makes the game interesting. Jackets leading by 3.
So Dawson's getting his first taste of true 5A South big men. Hot Springs had a couple, but even they didn't have the athleticism these big guys for Pine Bluff have.
Yeah, and it's just something that you will see and you will get used to. You just got to learn how to play against it. Hobson gets it over to Romine. Romine driving out to Anderton. Anderton tries to find the baseline. Can't get all the way across. Throws it in back door to Hobson, and he lays it in for 2.
Great back cut by Dawson, by Gavin, and what a pass by EA.
Got a foul there by Ethan Anderton. Got just all up in the way. Can't be touching him that much.
And that'll be his second foul.
You just can't have that much pressure on him. You know, you gotta play without all the arms. Ball gets into half court. And Noah, I think, had given up on that one a little too soon. Thought it was out of bounds. Nonetheless, going to be Zebra basketball down on their end. Get it over to Roy. Now Morden. Morden at the elbow. Trying to find somewhere to go with a three-point attempt. Hitting Junior, and it falls. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Noah looking for 3, and he falls.
Wow.
3-point buzzer beater for Noah Romine.
So at the
17 to 12.
At the buzzer, Noah makes a turnaround 3. What a great shot.
It wasn't just a turnaround 3. He jumped up, faded backwards, pumped it in midair, and then made it. That was a lot of no-nos, and it still went in.
There's a lot of things that as a coach you would normally be going, no. Oh, great shot.
Absolutely. It goes in, it falls. We're going to take this moment to thank our sponsors.
Better is better in the real world and online. At Kinetic, we're all about helping people internet better. With high-speed fiber internet, premier whole-home Wi-Fi setup, plans that fit your life, and down-to-earth people who make it all. Because when we help you internet better, we help you unlock your best. Kinetic, internet better.
Coming back into the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast, 17 to 12. Sheridan leading by 5. Same 5 that were out here a minute ago are starting this second quarter, and Gavin Hobson's going to bring it across. They're going to get it to Lane Bickford. Noah Romine they're showing a lot of favoritism towards him now. He's having to create some space. Morden is playing tight defense on him. He's going to take a screen by Lane Bickford. Noah. Floater was just barely off the rim there. Morden now bringing it across. Fast break. Nice dump to Hinton Jr. Off the rim, no good. Lane Bickford with the rebound. Romine all the way across to Ward. Ward down to the corner. That's Anderton. Anderton bringing it up, getting it over to Romine. Up at the logo. Now down to Ward. Ward looked on that cut to Romine. Now Romine, little shot fake, gets his defender to jump. They're going to get it out to Anderton. Anderton, nice pass to Logan Ward, has some room, and it falls. 3 points for Logan Ward. Now an 8-point lead. Nice little floater there by Graydon, no good. Knocked out of bounds.
So if you look down at the Pine Bluff sideline, anybody that thought Coach Dixon wouldn't be standing up coaching his team is crazy. He hasn't sat down yet.
He's not happy with that call either, the out of bounds call. He thought that it was out on Sheridan. Nonetheless, it's Sheridan basketball. Anderton spinning, going towards the rim. Romine from the corner, buries it. Another fadeaway 3 for Noah Romine. We got a timeout by Coach Dixon. And the Yellow Jackets have come out on fire in this second quarter, Mike.
You get that drive by EA. He drives all the way through the lane, Even as hard as they're trying to keep the ball out of Noah's hands, Ethan finds him, and Noah with just a little bit of a fadeaway three on that one there, and it finds nothing but the net. I mean, defense was right in his face the whole way.
That's exactly right. We're going to take this moment to thank Arkansas Weight Loss. Weight Loss Arkansas and Wellness provides comprehensive weight loss plans, medications, and coaching to help you reach your goals. They are a leader in providing state-of-the-art laser, facial, and hair treatments. Check them out at www.weightlossar.com. Huge thank you to our sponsors here tonight for allowing us to be out here doing this. Mike, we can't do this without them. Our score now 23-12. Jackets leading by 11. Started out losing this game. Quickly came back and now showing to be the favorite. 6:32 left to play in the half.
And it's all been the defensive pressure, turning up that defensive pressure a little bit and causing some turnovers. Checking Pine Bluff's discipline is what they're doing.
Morden into Hinton Jr. Now back to the top of the key. Good roll there. Gets it back out to Hinton Jr. Three ball was off the rim. No good. Now Romine bringing it back down for the Jackets. Coach Scott calling his play. Now Noah trying to make a move, trying to find something to happen. Good pass to Logan Ward. Had some time off the back of the rim. Had a guy coming in quick. Fast break, they're going to slow it down. Gets it over to Morden now. Over down in the corner. Top of the key now. Hinton Jr. over to Morden. Noah Romine creates another turnover, and the pressure forces them to throw it out of bounds yet again. All of them have been on the baseline. Every single one that he's forced out, they've all been on that back baseline.
Noah's very good at kind of suckering you into thinking you got him beat and that you've lost him, and then he just pops up out of nowhere.
What he does is he's going out for the ball, Mike, and he pulls his hands back last second, creating the Pine Bluff player to go in for it, and they're knocking it out of bounds when they do that. His court vision is incredible. We've already seen one tonight, but the no-look passes are just insane that he has. The Zebras are going to knock that one out of bounds. Kind of got bailed out on that one.
Hey, Noah Romine's basketball IQ is off the charts.
I've never seen a player that's had it like he does.
There's been several. Between him and Gavin Hobson, they see things on the court that some kids just don't see.
I know I couldn't see it. I don't see it, and I'm up here looking down. Now Noah Romine, NBA three off the front of the rim, no good. That was great. Now over to Morden. Good ball movement there by the Zebras. Changing sides of the court is always a good thing. Graydon back up top of the key. Morden drives to the free throw line, kicks out to Hinton Jr. Barely hits the rim. Logan Ward fights for it, able to throw it back in bounds. What a save by Logan Ward. Romine, crossover, driving, gonna get fouled on the way up. Noah and Gavin, Noah saw it as he was going up. Gavin Hobson was open down here in the corner, but I mean, I still think it works out. You go in there and you get fouled. Nothing's over.
Yeah, but you have Noah, who's a very good team player. He hates to miss an open teammate.
Well, I was looking at the stats earlier, and I don't think I wrote this down, so don't quote me. The team as a whole has 152 assists. I know that. The team as a whole has 152 assists. This is not a selfish team.
Not at all.
I was going to try and say, I believe Noah Romine's assists are right around the 80. He has right around 80.
And you would expect that. The ball's in his hand more than anybody, and with his basketball IQ and court vision, he loves to make the extra special pass.
That number was the one that I can't quote because I didn't have that one written down. 152 I know is right. But it's just incredible. This is not a selfish basketball team, and you can see that on the scoreboard. Knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Sheridan here. Noah Romine's going to inbound it here. 12-point deficit. We got 24-12. Jackets leading the way. Throw it all the way back to Gavin Hobson there. Gavin Hobson, top of the key, shot fake. Good pass inside to Ethan Anderton. Now Noah Romine from 3, off the front of the
He
rim,
gets
and it
the roll.
rolls. What a shot. I'm glad that one fell. Now they get it had it into the post. They immediately pass it back out. Now they got it to Graydon. Ball was hit by Logan Ward. Another no-look pass by Noah Romine. Now Ethan Anderton out to Logan Ward off the back of the rim. That was Mitchell that comes up with the rebound for Pine Bluff. And Morden now left-hand side. Gonna get it over to Darrow. Darrow from the wing. Long shot off the backboard, no good. Logan Ward's gonna come up with it, get it out to Romine. Romine coming down. A lot of contact there for no foul. Gavin Hobson gets it into Lane Bickford. One step, dribble, turn around, lays it in.
Strong move.
It's exactly what you want to see from your center. Graydon, long pass to Hinton Jr. Drives, got some room, off the rim, no good. Noah Romine having to sprint. That ball was thrown kind of out. Out on Noah Romine. Nonetheless, Zebra basketball here. This is Graydon inbounding here into Morden. Morden underneath the basket. Ethan Anderton getting a hand on it immediately. Driving, that was Adams going in. They're gonna call a foul on, I think, Lane Bickford.
It was. I think he was thinking for a second about trying to take a charge and then decided, I think I'll try to block this one, and he got caught in between, and it just turned into a foul. Hit him in the arm.
When you talk about blocks, and Nate Carter, I know he's not out there right now, but Nate Carter has 15 blocks on the season right now. It's something that me and Matt Terry were talking about a lot at the beginning of the season. We were just curious as to how many blocks the Sheridan team gets. And Mike, it's a lot. It's a lot.
They're very active defensively. They get a lot, Nate gets a lot of blocks straight up. Lane Bickford gets a lot. Even Ethan Anderton, he'll get a lot of blocks from behind. Noah, he'll come in and strip you from behind. So, very active defensive team. Which was really fun to watch.
Noah Romine from the logo down to Gavin Hobson. He does a good job looking towards the rim every time he goes for the ball. Passes a little bit out of the reach of Lane Bickford, creates a turnover. Now Graydon inbounding to Morden. Ethan Anderton on defense here. Logan Ward tried to come up with the steal there. Hinton Jr. crossover, dribble, pull up, it's good. That's the first points for Pine Bluff in quite some time. 29-14 is our score. Ward back to Romine. Romine driving, good look.
Oh, that's got to be a...
I thought so. I thought it was going to be goaltending too, but I guess they thought the ball was still going up. Nonetheless, it's off the backboard. Now Hinton Jr. trying to find somewhere to go to. Gets it to Adams. Adams tries to get it. Waiting to, I'm not sure what the call is right here.
It was a kickball. I think the ball was rolling around on the ground. I think it hit Logan's foot, and then he bent over, picked it up, and she called a kickball.
Interesting call. Pine Bluff basketball inbounding from the baseline. Oh, that was a big push off there from Graydon on Gavin Hobson. Morden looking for three off the back of the rim, no good. And now the ball's in Noah Romine's hands, and he's going to bring it down for the Jackets. Logan Ward down to Anderton. Anderton up to Hobson. Hobson into the high post. Good ball handling that time by Gavin Hobson. Anderton driving, kicking back to Hobson. 11 seconds on the shot clock here. Deep three ball from Noah Romine. It's off right-hand side. Going to be out of bounds on Pine Bluff. Looked like Mitchell had it in his hands and just lost control and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, had a little bit of pressure from behind him. I think Lane or Logan had a little bit of pressure from behind him, and he trying to gather it and let it go. So that shot did not hit the rim, so it's not a reset. And now they're saying that Pine Bluff did not have possession of it long enough to reset the clock, so the shot clock goes back to 4 seconds.
He did hold the ball with both hands, though. Logan Ward, dribble pull up, and it falls.
Doesn't
4
matter.
seconds. 4 seconds is plenty. And Logan Ward comes up with it. 31-14 now is our score. 50 seconds left to go in the half.
Don't reach. That's a backcourt right in front of you.
Graydon driving towards the middle of the lane. Ethan Anderton sneaks in there and grabs it. 37 seconds on the game clock. 30 on the shot clock. Noah Romine's going to bring it down. Nice crossover there. Creates a little bit of space between him and his defender. It's number 3, Terry, on defense there against Romine. Romine, right-hand side. 11 seconds on the shot clock here. Good court vision there. Got to get something. Gets it off the rim. And Pine Bluff's going to knock it out of bounds. Whoa. Whoa.
I guess.
Whoa.
I missed
whoa.
that.
Whoa.
But here's a good tell.
Okay.
Coach Scott's not arguing, so it must be Pine Bluff's ball.
Yeah, I must have missed something. Off the rim.
Oh, no.
Pine Bluff just got a lucky break. A lucky break as the ball falls just in the right spot for a player to tip it. Brings us into halftime, 31-16. Jackets are up, leading the way against the 2-time state champ Pine Bluff Zebras.
Yeah, big first half by the Jackets. 15-point lead at halftime against the Pine Bluff team is what you dream of if you're the Sheridan YellowJackets right now. So great first half. We scored, shot the ball fairly well. Come out. Of course, Noah Romine, we know he's the straw that stirs the drink. 12 points in the first half, 3 threes. Logan Ward with 8, had to hit a couple big threes. Logan is also tied with Lane Bickford for the team leading rebounds in the first half. They each have 4. Ethan Anderton getting 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So you just look at the way they've played, the unselfish, high energy YellowJackets again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm excited to see what they bring into the second half. We got to continue. We got to continue to convert. Mike, we're going to do a little bit more of a game recap, a little bit closer to the end of halftime. For now, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to thank our sponsors. Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. I'm Mason Fisher. I'm joined here tonight by Mike Nevins. We've got 7 seconds left here in halftime. We had an amazing first half against the Pine Bluff Zebras. 31-16 is our score. Sheridan leading the way. Mike, what are some of your takeaways from the first half?
Well, it's more of, like we said at the end of the first half, more of the same for the Sheridan Yellow Jackets, especially when they're successful. The energy they bring on defense, getting tips, getting their hands on the ball, creating turnovers, and then turning those turnovers into points. Noah leading the way in scoring, but Logan chipping in. You had a couple points from Gavin Hobson, but the little things that Gavin brought when Noah went out, Gavin takes over control of the ball, and while you miss the things that Noah brings, you didn't miss the taking care of the basketball. A lot of times if your point guard goes out, you start to see some turnovers, and we didn't see that. So great job by Gavin taking over that responsibility.
Yeah, he's been doing it. He's had a pretty good game himself. Like you said, it's just good to be able to come in and take control like that when it's needed.
Well, again with Gavin, like we talked about on the there's a offensive foul on Pine Bluff. Good job, Logan Ward, moving his feet.
Honestly, he kind of caught a break on that one because
he kind of fell down.
There wasn't a lot of contact. He kind of got tripped up a little bit, and the trip is really what created that offensive foul.
That's right.
He caught a break because he could have had some room.
But what we were talking about Gavin was the same thing we were talking about in the girls' game with Mason. Again, his stat sheet's not very full, but the things he brought to the court are just, you can't, almost.
So that play is designed to be a dunk by Nate Carter. With the height of the Zebras team, it's really hard to make that happen. I'll talk about a play in just a minute that I saw whenever I was in school. They had Pine Bluff had a huge, they had a really tall guy, and he came in and he dunked it like right on our tallest player. And the next play, next trip down the court, Coach Scott calls the exact same thing you just saw. And it was a lob up to, his name is Chris Crew. And I remember this to this day. It's one of my first games ever commentating. And Chris Crew jumps up and dunks it right over the guy that just dunked it on the other end. And Chris Crew's a lot smaller than this guy and is able to dunk it on him. And it just is, dude, I've never seen a gym get so loud than what we saw that night.
I was there at that game. I remember that. I was doing the table at that game. And what I will say is one small difference was after the Pine Bluff dunk, when Chris went down and made his dunk, the rim on the other end was still shaking.
Yeah, right. That's true. This is an N1 opportunity here. It's off the rim. Nate Carter's going to jump up and grab the rebound. 35-18 is our score now.
Yeah, the Pine Bluff kid drove to the basket and got up into the lane and caused Lane's arms to come down and created that foul. It was a good move.
No Romine, floater, falls. Pine Bluff wasting no time to bring it back down the court. Now Morden trying to get an offensive set. Got a screen. And we got a charge. Nate Carter takes another one. He gets up laughing. Mike. He knows it's a game. It's a game.
It was kind of easy. That one was easy. He was there the whole way. I don't know if that's as much a laugh as it is he's checking his nose.
Oh,
I think he got popped pretty hard.
Did he? It looked like to me like he was laughing. Lob play again. This time, Braden was in the way. Shot fake that time by Hinton Jr. Going to just throw it out of bounds after that. And he's trying to draw a foul, I think.
I think we kind of got one there. I think 2 Sheridan players tipped that one, and the ref gave it to us, so we will definitely take it.
37-18 now. Romine crossing the timeline. Gets it into the high post. Now Noah Romine from 3 off the rim. It's a chase down. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Pine Bluff basketball.
Lane Bickford was wide open on the block.
I saw that. I was hoping that they would get it down, but he needed to have his hands up calling for it. You got to make yourself seen. This Pine Bluff team is so big that you can't see around them very easily. Noah Romine comes up with that rebound. tries to hit ahead. Lane Bickford saves it. Now it's passed over to Gavin Hobson. Hobson gets it to Ward. Ward at the block. Behind pass to Lane Bickford.
Oh, I think he got hit on the arm.
Drew some contact, no foul call. Definitely got hit right there on the elbow.
Something Lane's gotten very good at though. Last year and even earlier this year, Lane might have would have stopped and been upset that he didn't get that call. Where he's grown is he hustled back on defense.
Absolutely. Offensive board that time. Now Nate Carter fights for it and comes up with it. Gavin Hobson sprinting the court now. Good job. He draws a little bit of contact, knows that his defender knows that if he keeps doing that, it's going to be a foul. 2 offensive boards and a putback for Lane Bickford creates 2 more points for the Jackets. Now the bench is chanting defense, and Logan Ward is the first to face Morden here. They get it over to Hinton Jr. driving. Going to be a foul on Lane Bickford.
A little bit late on the rotation, and he fouled him.
Yeah, it was a good call.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Dawson Griffin come in for him. For those watching tonight, this gym is extremely hot, and you can see it in Lane. Lane is just dripping over there.
Him and Logan Ward,
Yep.
both of them. There's no air conditioner in here. I'm pretty sure it is 100% heater.
For those that don't know, Pine Bluff has torn down their old high school and they're rebuilding back. So we are actually playing this high school game at Jack Roby Junior High School.
They had a really nice tarp though over the sign outside, and it even said temporary home of the Pine Bluff, the high school zebras. So that was pretty cool.
Right.
It was a little neat, just a tarp, but there you go. Honestly, this gym's not bad.
I'll tell you, this gym is nicer than their old high school gym, in my opinion.
This is not bad at all. I've enjoyed the atmosphere. They have some loud fans. That's a good thing for a home team. You know, you wanna have a loud home team.
That's right.
That's part of creating that home court advantage.
Of course, this is the old style gym. Bauxite had it. Cattle Hills had it. A lot of them. There's several of them.
And Nate Carter takes his third charge of the night.
I think Watson Chapel has it. It's the gyms where the floor is down below the bleachers. So all the fans are up above the court.
The sweat is just staying on the court, so you got to dry that up or else you're just going to have an injury later on.
That's right.
I'm glad the ref will give him that time to do that. He stole that towel from underneath the water cooler over there.
So I wonder how much it actually helped.
Yeah, right. It's probably soaked. Nonetheless, it's water versus sweat, so
That's
I guess
right.
I don't know. From the elbow, Nate Carter off the rim. Now Morden coming down for the Zebras. Fast break. Gets the free throw line, passes it out. Graydon looking for 3 off the front of the rim. Hobson, nice save. Gets it out to Logan Ward. Now Noah Romine. Driving elbow, good dish that time. Wow, Dawson Griffin down on the block. Hinton Jr. off the rim, no good. Logan Ward comes up with the rebound. Jackets gonna bring it down the court slower this time. High post to Nate Carter. Gavin Hobson looking for 3 and it falls. What a shot by Gavin Hobson.
And what a great pass by Nate to find him.
Now Morden, right-hand side, gets it down to Hinton Jr. Into the post. Good shot fake. Now Morden's able to drive, little hop step, and Dawson Griffin comes up with it. After the pass, Dawson Griffin stole it out of the air on that one. Gavin Hobson down to Logan Ward, bobbles it, regains it off the rim. After you bobble it, it's kind of hard to regain control.
That's almost like hesitating to pull that 3 and then trying to take it. It's hard to make that shot up.
You got to kind of go in the rhythm. Same team was fighting for the ball there. Dawson Griffin comes down with it and is immediately fouled.
Great work by Dawson there to get that rebound.
And that is 4 fouls, not 5 fouls, so we should be shooting, but we're not. Nope, no shot's gonna be made. That's the second time I've seen that happen tonight. They need to know what's going on. They need to be more aware. That was 5 fouls on Pine Bluff. Noah Romine looking for 3 off the rim. Nate Carter comes up with it. Got an over the back call this time on Dawson Griffin. 44-19. Sheridan leading the way. 5 more points. 5 more points, and we will have a 30-point lead. 25-point game here. Ball's in with Terry, now Hinton Jr. Graydon, spin move towards the block. Gavin Hobson was there, off the rim. Ball fell just right for
They are
Roy
letting them
to grab
play.
it.
They are letting them play. Holy smokes.
Now it's Sheridan basketball after that foul call.
So real quick for anybody listening, you need to go look up tonight. Whitehall and Lakeside are playing at Whitehall in a girls' game. I heard that a lot of players got ejected, and that the game finished the second half. Girls 4-on-4.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Mike. I didn't catch who won that game, but definitely one that it was a new experience for me.
At this point, it doesn't matter who won it; it's just the story's gonna be great, right?
Right, exactly. Now back to Gavin Hobson. Nate Carter, dish,
pass.
Nice pass that time to Dawson Griffin. This is now a 27-point game. Morden over to Graydon. Graven driving right-hand side, 2 steps, going in for the layup.
What a move. That was strong.
In a game where I honestly thought we would see a couple dunks, I'm kind of surprised right now. I am. Noah Romine. They are taking some time off the clock here.
They're kind of looking for the last shot. There's about 2.5 seconds difference.
Not a whole lot can happen in
the
2.5
game clock
seconds.
and the shot clock, yeah.
Right, so just trying to utilize whatever time we can. Gavin Hobson
Down to 10, back cut to Noah. Oh, got a tip, got a tip.
He's going to stay with Sheridan, providing
6 on
the
the shot
refs
clock.
saw it.
6 on the shot clock.
All right, here we go. We're going to throw it up to Dawson Griffin, trying to find somewhere. Gavin Hobson would have been good from an
Right at the
NBA
buzzer.
three-point line. Oh, my goodness, no way. Oh, my goodness gracious. Mike, you were looking at that, right?
I did not see
Oh, my goodness. Nate Carter catches the ball as it comes inbounds, fades away, grabs it with one hand, turns around, falling out of bounds, slings it up in the air, and makes a buzzer beater 3. 2 threes back-to-back, creates over a 30-point lead. Now it's a mercy rule game. Wow. I cannot believe what I just saw. That was incredible, and what a shot by Nate Carter.
I looked down for just a second, trying to keep the stats up, and I missed it.
Oh, my
because
goodness.
You said nothing really could happen in 2.5 seconds.
I take it back, okay? I guess if you're Nate Carter, something can happen in 2.5 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. And that makes it a running clock. The fourth quarter will be a running clock entirely.
So here's the thing. We talked about coming into this game, Sheridan trying to break a 23-game losing streak to Pine Bluff. And who in a million years would have ever thought that we would have been able to mercy rule Pine Bluff to break that streak?
Wow.
That is amazing.
Wow. So 6 points happen in about 4 seconds, if that. Again, first it was Gavin Hobson with a three-pointer. Hang on, Gavin Hobson's three-pointer would have been good from an NBA three-point line. I have no doubt. It was from the logo. Okay, he thought he was getting the buzzer beater. Turns around, Nate Carter literally in the air, Mike, from out of bounds, launches it with one hand and it just goes in. Wow, what a phenomenal moment. That was a first for me, Mike, and I'm so glad I got to see that. That was one I'll probably be replaying later on whenever I get home. Here's Morden trying to repay the favor.
Their shooter, if you've noticed most of the night, Ethan Anderton's been on him. Nate Carter's been on him. Logan Ward. They don't leave him open. He is a very good shooter.
Logan Ward into Nate Carter. Now Noah Romine driving block, trying to get it somewhere. Got to play it. Gonna have to take the backcourt violation. That was a good job by Logan Ward. He let as much go down as he could, and then had to grab it because you don't want. I mean, he could have let it go out of bounds. That would have been the same thing, but you don't want them to touch it. Is the point?
That's right.
Because you don't want to give them a fast break. You'd rather have time for your defense to set up.
You eat that backcourt and just move on.
Yep. Not a problem. Still a mercy rule situation here. 52-24. Graydon, spin move, laying it in for two. Zebras coming back with some offense after the end of the third. They weren't expecting the third to end the way it did. And Nate Carter puts it off the glass for two. Morden gonna bring it down. Got a timeout by Coach Dixon here. That's the only thing that'll stop the clock. We're gonna take this moment to thank our sponsors.
Better is better in the real world and online. At Kinetic, we're all about helping people internet better. With high-speed fiber internet, premier whole home Wi-Fi setup, plans that fit your life, and down-to-earth people who make it all work seamlessly. Because when we help you internet better, we help you unlock your best. Kinetic, internet better.
Welcome back here to the Sheridan Yellow Jacket broadcast. We're back in it here. Adams from three off the backboard and rim. Noah Romine going to come down with it. Good ball handling skills. He's able to maintain control. Long pass to Logan Ward. Gets it into the high post. Nate Carter. Dawson Griffin gets it back to Nate Carter. Tries to draw a foul. Gets an offensive rebound, put back out of bounds on Pine Bluff. It's going to be Sheridan Yellow Jacket basketball. 54-26 is our score, 28-point lead. The clock is stopped, although it should be running.
I don't get that.
It's supposed to be running.
And that's what the ref's telling them right now. The
Yep,
clock's
there it
supposed
goes.
to run.
They're letting a couple seconds run off to make up for that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Turnaround, no look, backwards shot pretty much from Nate Carter, and it goes in. He's getting some lucky shots tonight. The kind of two right there. Gavin Hobson, right-hand side, brings it over to the left. Now Dawson Griffin, high bounce pass to Romine, able to haul it in. Good crossover, gives some room for Noah. Hammer pass to Gavin Hobson. Off the rim, no good.
Uh-oh.
There's the dunk wave. Oh, it wasn't. He chose not to. Just lay it in, make sure you get the points and move on. Shout out to my brother-in-laws, David and Isaac. They just got done playing a basketball game in their Pee Wee League in East End, so shout out to David and Isaac Wills. So excited they're enjoying this sport. Adams, two in a row, laying it in for two. .26 lead for the Yellow Jackets now.
And just like we talked about in the girls' game, Coach Scott does not want to see this game to get sloppy because of what the lead is. And that's kind of what's happening a little bit.
Well,
great pass.
Ah, there it is. I was gonna say you're wrong, and then that happened. So you're kind of right. I guess I just wanted you to be wrong.
I want to be wrong,
Yeah.
but you know you don't want to see turnovers and the ball get
You know,
the game get real sloppy just because of the score.
And that's exactly why you don't sub players yet. You know, like there's still
That's
4
right.
minutes on the clock. This is a very fast Pine Bluff team, and they can do it. You know, so you have to be careful, and you got to JV's already played, so that's another part of it too. Good drive that time by the Zebras. Shot falls off the rim, no good, but it was a good look. Now Noah Romine's going to bring it back down. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. This game will snap a 23-game losing streak against Pine Bluff for the YellowJackets. It'll be their second win in the last over 20 years. Last win was in 2010. Out of bounds on Pine Bluff, going to stay here with the YellowJackets. 3:25 left to play in the winding clock.
And another reason you want to finish this game strong, Sheridan is, again, the boys. We're going to Lake Hamilton Friday night, and you can bet that Lake Hamilton is going to be a good, solid team, and it'll be another strong test for the YellowJackets.
You know, this team before the season started, I was a little bit worried. But Coach Scott, every year, doesn't matter who he has on this team, he always makes a great team. Always.
They practice hard. He coaches them hard. They buy into what he does. It's another one of those when your coach works as hard as he does, the players are going to work just as hard for you.
He adapts to the players he has. He has great players, don't get me wrong. He's phenomenal players. These guys are awesome. And he takes that and creates something super special whenever he's able to use all those together.
That's right.
A good coach will adapt to his players and not expect the players to fully adapt to him.
And here we are, 3 minutes left in the game, a 26-point lead. He takes out Noah. He takes out Lane. And Gavin Hobson's going to come out. Logan Ward's going to come out. So great game by those guys. And he's got his JV in now.
Yeah, and I call most of these guys by nicknames. I'm pretty sure most people do, so I'm trying to remember everybody's names that's coming in here. Now Morden, top of the key, gets it over to Graydon. Graydon stops at the free throw line. Anderton almost came up with it. Long three ball, shot's no good. Roy comes up with it, shot was blocked. They're going to call a foul. Referee in the far back is going to call a foul.
On Dawson Griffin.
And I think we've got a timeout.
Coach Dixon called a timeout. Didn't want to lose the whole 2 minutes shooting these free throws.
That's right. So I'm going to take this opportunity to thank one of our sponsors. Weight Loss Arkansas and Wellness provides comprehensive weight loss plans, medications, and coaching to help you reach your goals. They are a leader in providing state-of-the-art laser, facial, and hair treatment. Check them out at www.weightlossar.com. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left to play, Mike, and we are about to snap that Pine Bluff win streak.
It's a great day to be a Yellow Jacket. The girls get a big win, get a Mercy Rule win. The boys get a Mercy Rule win. Again, to do this to Pine Bluff is very, very satisfying. And hopefully you can use it as a springboard going into the rest of the season, rest of the conference season.
Yeah, before we came into this game, we had four players on our team that were shooting over 30% from threes. Gavin Hobson, Noah Romine, Kip Studdard, and Logan Ward. And that is just like, that's amazing. That's a great stat line.
That's
To
right.
have four guys that can shoot over 30%
Over
from the
30%.
three, that's good.
That's right. Especially, as many as Noah takes.
Yeah.
Logan takes a lot. To be able to be over 30% with the volume that they shoot is very impressive.
Free throws are coming here. Clock will be stopped until, just like normal. No, I lied. They're running it. They're going to run the clock on the free throws. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock, and it's winding. 56-30 is our score now. Second shot was up and no good. Ethan Anderton's going to come up with it. Graydon's going to come down with it. Long pass. And Sheridan catches a little bit of a break there. Now Dawson Griffin lays it in for two. 28-point game now. Pine Bluff has their starters in. Sheridan playing their JV. Roy's going to lay that one in for 2, and Coach Dixon's going to call a timeout. He's not going to give up till the very end, Mike.
So I think I'm going to petition the AAA that when it becomes a mercy rule, we take timeouts away.
Yeah, let me know how that goes for you.
You're right.
I think we were talking earlier during the girls' game. I'm not too sure that there's ever been a team come back once the mercy rules and set. And I mean, I don't think we're going to see that here tonight either.
It's still 26 points.
Yeah, it's a lot
Minute
of points.
35.
At this point, it is one of Coach Dixon's first games back. You know, he's got to put work in with these guys. He's missed a lot of time with these boys.
We talked about Coach Scott and the work he puts in and the way his guys respond. If you're going to turn this season around for Pine Bluff, they're going to be 2-9 now. He can't stop coaching.
No, not at all.
So that's what he's showing his hard work, showing what has made him one of the best coaches in the state.
Absolutely. Minute 35 left to go in this game. Clock will be running. Only thing that can stop the clock is timeouts. Got a football pass. Got a foul on Jay Scatlin. I thought they were going to call a travel after he falls down, but Jace did have his arm over.
That's right.
Good call by the ref. Minute and 20 seconds left to play on the clock. Graydon going to go inbound it into Morden, wasting no time. Passing it down. Hinton Jr. driving. Able to get it in there for 2 on a putback. Long pass to Ty Frank. Can't hold on, but good save.
No.
Tries to get it to Ethan Anderson. Morden going to make a run with it. Gives it over to Roy, back to Morden. Morden lays it in for 2.
Oh, Coach
Dixon
come
calls
on.
yet another timeout. Yet another timeout. He still sees a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And he's cut down the lead a little bit.
It is down to a 22-point lead.
He has cut it.
Now, again, it's his starters versus our JV.
It took 30 seconds to cut it 4 points. I don't think it's going to be quick enough.
The math just doesn't work out.
I mean, here in a second, what you're going to see is Coach Scott is probably going to tell his guys, just protect the ball. If you protect the ball, the game's won. That's it. That's the simple part of it. You protect the ball, the game's done. They're going to foul you. It's going to be over. You know what I mean? Like, with timeouts being the only thing going to stop the clock, you just got to keep going.
Well, and what you've seen again is Coach Scott puts in the JV, and what does Pine Bluff do? They jump into that high-pressure full-court press.
You know, there's still going to be the same loss on their scoreboard either way.
That's right.
So, if it makes them feel better, then I'd say go ahead and let them do it. And here we go. We got another football play. Get it into Jay Scatlin. Nice pass back. Gonna get it across the timeline this time. A lot of pressure. Tries to dish it back to Ethan Anderson. I think he could have had it if he would have went up with it.
I think if he just went up, he makes a basket. That's right.
Now we got a couple other JV guys coming in.
You mentioned his name earlier, and I don't see him on the bench. Kip Studdard.
You're right. I don't see him. You're right.
I was wondering why Kip wasn't getting in this game, and then I looked, and I know why Kip's not getting in. He's
not here.
Not here.
Yeah, Kip definitely would have had some time in this game, no doubt. He plays varsity minutes. Oh yeah, that foul's gonna get called. Comes down a little too hard on him. Luckily the foul doesn't stop the clock. 10 seconds left to go. He's gonna shoot 2 free throws, but the game's gonna be over before he's done. Of course, the free throws will depict just the final score. Sheridan has won the basketball game. He gets 2 shots. I say the game's over. I'm almost wondering if they're going to put a couple seconds on the clock just to let them shoot. Nope. Game is going to be over. They're going to get a chance to cut the lead here by 2. This doesn't change anything. So Sheridan YellowJackets have won yet again, this time beating Pine Bluff Zebras, the 2-time state champs. Sheridan is going to advance to 8-3, Pine Bluff to 2-9. Sheridan having a great way to start off the season, now 1-1 in conference, Mike.
Yeah, and again, breaking the 23-game losing streak to Pine Bluff as they finish it off with some free throws here, and 2 seconds left on the clock.
And the game ends 58-36 as the buzzer goes off. And the Sheridan YellowJackets come out victorious.
Great way to start the week, and hope it carries over to Friday night. Little recap here. You've got the leading scorer tonight was Nate Carter with 16. Had a very good game. Noah has 14. Very big first half by Noah. He kind of laid off on the second half a little bit, distributed the ball. And then you have Logan Ward with 8. Lane Bickford with 6. Dawson Griffin had a pretty good second half, scored 6 points in the second half. And Gavin Hobson had 8 points as well. A couple big threes there in the second half to get it started off and going. So big turnout by the YellowJackets tonight, boys and girls. And we're super excited to get that conference win. And we'll see what we bring Friday night.
Exactly right. Lake Hamilton on Friday night. Looking forward to it. We'll be there with you guys. Super excited. Super excited about that matchup. I think it'll be a good one, Mike. And just, again, so proud of these YellowJackets. 8-3 on the season now, 1-1 in conference. Moving up as we move forward. Just super proud of these guys. Looking forward to see what they do. Mike, you got anything?
I think we're good. I'm excited to see Friday night. Like I said, both teams will get a good test Friday night by good Lake Hamilton teams, and hopefully we'll be prepared and ready to roll.
That's right. I'm Mason Fisher. I'm joined tonight by Mike Nevins. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys Friday night.